Hello and welcome to Car and Bike. You are in the ultra high-end market looking for absolute comfort. Of course, you're willing to spend a lot of money, but you also want the feel of an SUV. And this car right here could be the answer to all your questions. This is the Bentley Bentayga. Of course, you've seen it before in India, but this one is the new extended wheelbase version of the SUV in the higher Azure trim loaded with a lot of features. Today, we're getting our time with this SUV, getting tell you how it is to drive, how it is to spend time on the second row, enjoy all its features and tell you all about this premium luxury SUV. But before we go any further, if you still haven't, please do subscribe to Car and Bike. If you like this video, if you like what we do with the Bentayga, please go ahead and share it with everyone you know.
The first ever SUV from the famed British luxury car maker has also become its most popular car in quick time. The idea was to not just pamper the consumer the way sedans like Flying Spur and Continental GT do, but also keep in tune with changing times and adapt to the SUV body style. The Bentayga extended wheelbase builds on the latest second generation Bentayga and promises to provide the best rear cabin experience from the brand since the Mulsanne. On the face, this extended wheelbase model doesn't look too different from the standard version of the SUV. There's a lot of polished chrome here with the main grille dominated by vertical slats, while the bumper grille gets more of a mesh pattern. The iconic twin setup of lamps is trademark Bentley and includes cut crystal matrix LED headlamps. That's the case with the oval-shaped tail lamps and set of twin exhausts as well.
But the real magic of a car like the Bentayga extended wheelbase is how it looks from the profile, because this is where the car has changed very significantly. First, talking about the alloys exclusively made for this car. 22-inch alloys come standard on the vehicle with these 10-spoke design, looks quite majestic. Different themes as well, you can choose what you want on the car. Good generous use of chrome also on the SUV wherever you look, so down below on the doors, on the window lines, on the roof rails, a lot of chrome. It's something that buyers usually like in India, especially in this premium segment. And then this is where the real magic, real difference is the extended wheelbase of the car. It's gone up by 180 millimeters, has ensured more space and comfort on the second row. This door is much bigger now, so let's show you inside how it is, because most of you who will buy this car will buy it to spend time here on the second row. So this Bentayga extended wheelbase Azure doesn't disappoint from the time you enter the cabin here. So press of a button, electronic doors here will close with a nice soft close function. You always like that when you spend so much money in a car. You have electric sun blinds as well, that's a given on the vehicle. And then of course look at the space you have here compared to the regular Bentayga. This is much better in terms of space. The shoulder room, headroom, everything is just fantastic sitting here on the second row. There are different modes of seats here. So first is the business mode. I can open my table here, press a button and bring the first row seat closer to me so that this tray comes closer to me, and then I can start working on it. If I don't want this, I can always switch to the relaxed mode. Now look at what happens here. I keep this button pressed and this entire area converts into a proper lounge. The front seat goes forward. My seat reclines by almost 45 degrees. I get lumbar support. I get footrest as well to give me maximum comfort. And then of course you also have a lot of massage options which you always enjoy when you spend this kind of money. And according to Bentley, you also get some world first features in the car that take care of your seat comfort, the climate on the seats, as well as your posture. The brand says it helps in lesser fatigue, it keeps you fresher, and you can enjoy the drive much more in absolute comfort here on the second row.
The seat auto climate feature alters between heating and cooling to give the occupants a comfortable drive all through. 10.1-inch screens mounted behind the front seats come as an option though, and content from smartphones can be directly played on them. The panoramic sunroof is moved rearwards by 125mm to counter the extended wheelbase of the car, and its functioning can also be controlled from back seats. You get heating, ventilation and massage functions on both the rows, and the front seats can be adjusted electrically 20 different ways. The touchscreen system feels premium and is compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. While a NIME audio system is standard on the car, you can also upgrade to a more premium Bang & Olufsen or a NIME. For more exclusivity, the buyer can choose from Bentley's entire color range for the leather upholstery, including two-tone options.
No surprises, I have chosen to stay back on the second row of the Bentayga EWB. Our drive has begun. I will of course go to the front row as well, but right now it is a given that I want to enjoy the comforts of the second row of this SUV. You know, the massage seats, the ventilation, wonderfully working AC, it's just fantastic on this vehicle. But there's another important thing, that is the handling of the vehicle, and how does this bulky big SUV managed to handle so well. So it comes with this Bentley dynamic ride system, as the company likes to call it. It's an anti-roll system where electronically the roll is limited to a larger extent, so you don't feel that the car is rolling left or right. Even when you're turning at high speeds, the stability is maintained. That's really nice, and that's done without compromising on the supple ride quality. So you get a great combination of a fantastic ride on this vehicle. And despite the big bulky size, there is hardly any body roll that you can feel, which again adds to your comfort factor during the drive.
As expected, the drive is pretty silent here, and any noise from outside rarely creeps into the cabin. In fact, Bentley claims that the Bentayga extended wheelbase is quieter inside than its competitors by between 4 and 26%, depending on frequency and position inside the car.
So if you do decide to switch your places and come from the back row to the front row, you will not be disappointed, because this car comes with a very enthusiastic engine as well. The number here are quite impressive, and they are quite big as well. So on this 4-litre V8 petrol engine, what you get is a maximum power of around 550 bhp, which is very good. And even better is the torque figure here, which is around 770 Nm. So at that peak torque figure, especially if you're driving on the highway like I am right now, you're really gonna enjoy your drive, because the road is out there open for you. You can press the throttle and have more fun. And talking about pressing the throttle, if you do that from stationary, this car will reach the speed of 100 km per hour in just about 4.5 seconds. That for such a big, heavy, bulky SUV is a really good number.
The Bentayga extended wheelbase reaches a top speed of 290 km per hour. Transmission duties are taken care of by an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and the ratios feel evenly spread out to give you a linear drive experience.
You can choose from different driving modes on the Bentayga EWB. That's sort of expected from a car that comes in this segment. So you can choose between Sport, Comfort and Custom. Custom, you can of course, as the name says, change your settings yourself and decide according to your requirements. And there's a special Bentley mode as well, which gives you the best of both worlds. So it gives you a balance between Sport and Custom modes. You can choose that mode as well to get a good mix of drivability as well as comfort. Of course, you also have paddle shifters with you at your disposal, so you can take greater control of the car with you and make your drive even more interesting. One of the highlights for me on this car is the way the steering wheel behaves. It's very taut, it's very precise, and it really gives you good feedback. So as a driver, you really like that. You feel very engaged while driving the vehicle. And icing on the cake is the fact that it is heated as well. So in cold temperatures in the winter season, you can actually activate the heated part of it and make your drive a little more comfortable.
That's not all. The Bentayga extended wheelbase also comes with rear wheel steering, and that really helps to maneuver it more easily, looking at its close to 5.5 meters length. The turning circle here is 11.8 meters, which is 7% less than the standard Bentayga.
One feature that really comes in handy, especially out here on the highways, is the adaptive cruise control feature, and the Bentayga EWB comes with that feature. So the speed really depends on the vehicle that you're following. If that vehicle goes fast, your car goes fast. If the vehicle is slow, your car also reduces the speed, which is really nice. It's all automated, so you don't have to intervene and do that. And of course, it also comes with lane keep assist, so it ensures that you stay in your lane and you follow your car with a proper distance, which really helps in different challenging conditions.
The car also comes with a self-parking system with a 360 view camera as well as 6 airbags. The Bentayga extended wheelbase starts at 6.25 crores ex-showroom, but the final cost really depends on the kind of customization and exclusivity you want on the SUV. For reference, the standard Bentayga is a whole 1 crore rupee more affordable.
The Bentley Bentayga extended wheelbase is sitting between two strong competitors in this ultra premium SUV segment. first is the Mercedes-Benz Maybach GLS, which is a little more affordable than this one. And the second one, of course, is the more premium Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which gets a little more luxury when you compare to this one. But despite that, this car manages to create a space of its own. It has good features, is big on luxury and comfort, and has a good engine as well. So it doesn't matter if you're sitting on the first row or on the second row. Despite spending a lot of money, you will not regret your decision of buying an SUV like this.